Hello, everyone. This is Kwavi, life coach for women 50 and over, and the creator of Flourish, an online community for women 50 and over. Yay! I'm so glad I'm here today. So, listen, if you're on, can you post some comments? Can you show me if you see me? I want to engage with you. I want to get to know you more. And today I'm going to do something a little different. I will be talking about the steps issue. But before we get to that, I really want to talk about being 50 and over. I really want you to listen to this. I really want you to realize that because you've hit 50 or over, your life doesn't need to stop. Your life is not over when you get to 50. Being 50 and over is not a death sentence, not one. And sometimes I get messages or comments from people that make statements like, well, Kwavi, if I look like you, then, life will be good. And I tell them that has nothing to do with how I live my life. I choose to live my life in this way. And I always let them know that that's an opinion. That's a story they're holding on to. I just want you to know that everyone has an opportunity to live a lifestyle based on what they want. Everyone has an opportunity to live a life with endless possibilities. I just want to let you know that this is not exclusive to one person here, there. No, it's available to everyone. And don't believe the story that society tells you that is not available to you. Because you know what? I am here to disrupt this youth obsessed society with people like myself who know that there is a lot more that we have to offer. And we are not just kind of sitting back in the shadows and listening. We are making noise. We are letting our voices be heard. We are bold. We are ourselves. And we don't really have to conform to what society expects of us. We're actually redefining what 50 and over means right now. So, and that's why I really, take. So when people make statements like, oh, 50 is the new 40 or 50 is the new 30, I always say, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up for a minute. Let's rephrase that. 50 is the new 50. 60 is the new 60. 50 is not the new 40 or the new 30, because that subtly implies that there's something wrong with 50. So now it has to be 40. Just saying. I don't buy into that. I buy into I believe in age pride. I'm 54. I'm loving it. But you know why I'm loving it? Because I have decided to love it. Don't get me wrong. There are days I wake up and I'm like, ooh, I can't do this. There are lots of types of food I can't eat anymore, some that I used to enjoy. But guess what? It's not working for me anymore. Oops, sorry. It's not working for me anymore. And that's okay. I've accepted that. There's sometimes when I'm working out, I'm like, ooh, I am tired. But you know what? I keep on going. There's certain things I used to be able to do before, I can't do anymore. Like running for me. And listen, it's a very personal journey when you get older. It's very personal. And so for me, I can't run anymore. It hurts my knees. I run, I'm stopping constantly. I remember the other day I was in the pharmacy and I was behind this lady. I was picking up something and I just mentioned that. I'm like, oh, you must be a runner. She's like, what gave it away? She's like, my t-shirt. She did have a runner t-shirt. I'm like, no, I said, just your physique. I could tell because I used to run. And she started talking to me and she said, oh yeah, that she's a runner. And she started running in her 50s. She said she was an athlete in high school, and then she stopped and then she started running in her 40s. And she said she's 67 and she runs a lot. She's done all these different races. And I asked her what was her favorite, and she said her favorite right now, favorite race is like half marathons and 10K. She loved those. I'm like, great. And we had an amazing discussion. She's 67. She can still run. I can't do that. And I share this with you because be very mindful. Hey, Lakima, be very mindful of comparing yourselves with other people. We all age in different ways. But guess what? One way of aging is no better than the other. Don't get hooked on that because society wants to do that. They want to pitch women against each other. Don't believe that. Don't fall for that because you know what? When you go down that road, you will never come out because there's always someone you're going to be able to compare yourself with. And guess what? When you latch onto that, there are going to be things that you not start to think, oh, they have that. I don't have that. They look a certain way. Don't get into that. Not necessary, not necessary. That is not necessary for you to own your brilliance and shine in the world. Not necessary at all. Anyway, one of the other things I want to talk about is being able to own who you are. That's one of the reasons why I wrote my book. Yes, my 50 questions to answer when you reach 50. And listen, if you're listening to this class, this live stream right now, and you don't have this book, like, what are you waiting for? For real. It is on Amazon. So I'll show it to you again, 50 questions to answer when you reach 50. One of the things I want to do today, which is kind of different, is I want to get you to know me a little better because a lot of you have come into my world maybe recently. And so I want you to get to know me a little bit. So I'm going to do a little game and you can guess. And the only thing I ask you to do is send me an email with a response. That's all. Just send me an email with a response. I love the game Three Truths and a Lie, and I used to use that a lot when I worked in corporate. And I would use it for like an icebreaker if we had team meetings, and it would work really well. And it'd be interesting, some of the things you find out, because you look at people in the workplace a certain way, and then when they come up with these things, you're like, okay, I can't even figure out which one is a lie, which one is true, which one is like kind of a lie or true, because you're kind of like, ooh, you did all that. Anyway, so I'm going to share my screen right now. Okay, so let's see. All right, so hopefully you can see my screen. So I want to share with you 10 truths and a lie. Okay, so let me just say this. I'm kind of extra. I'm a self-proclaimed extra individual, and I love being extra. So I know it's supposed to be three truths and a lie. Yeah, 3, but yours truly is offering 10. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want you to get to know me a little bit more. Three truths wouldn't have cut it. So I'm giving you 10. And then you have to figure out which one. Oops, why is it going to? Sorry. And you have to figure out which one is a lie. Okay, so first one is I worked at Harrods while attending university. And for those that don't know, Harrods is like this amazing store in England. It's like a very prestigious store in England. And so one of the truths I have is I worked at Harrods while attending university. The second one is I love ballroom dancing and won a ballroom dancing competition when I was 32 years old. All right. The next one is I modeled a 2-piece bikini on national TV. All right. You guys are seeing this. So I want you to pick out which one you think is a lie. All right. All right. So next one is. All right. Next one is I was a track star in high school and won many awards. Next one, I started my first business when I was 21. It was a kids fit aerobics class. Okay. When I was in elementary school, I appeared regularly on a children's show for about 3 years. All right. So you guys got that? Start thinking, which one do you think it is? Okay. Number 7. I learned how to drive on the weekend and started driving to work by myself the following Monday. I started speaking publicly at events from the age of 8. I was offered a 6-figure salary in my 20s and turned it down. Number 10. I stopped eating beef and chicken when I was 19 years old. Last one is my major in undergrad was computer science after I was waitlisted for my first choice of travel and tourism. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to send me your response by email. So send an email to me at Kwavi, send an email to kwavi@kwavi.com. So it's KWAVI at KWAVI.com. So I'm going to put that in the chat. So email me with your response to which one you think is a lie. Okay? There is one lie in there. Which one do you think it is? So send that to me. All right. So let's take that off the screen. I am good. Yay, we're back. All right. So Just wanted to kind of, that way you can get to know me a little bit more. So think about it. All those are right, but one, just one is incorrect. All right. So let's go back to the tracking device. So I had the opportunity to present a workshop over the weekend about just healthy living as we get older. And one of the questions someone asked me was about a tracking device. And it got me thinking, because you might be in the same situation where you're tracking your steps and you're like, yeah, I'm getting my 10,000 steps in, or whatever number of steps you have decided will be your goal. And I just want to offer to you to challenge yourself. And what I mean by that is, if you've noticed that, or if you know for a fact that your job involves you walking around a lot, you need to increase your steps. I say that because that means your regular baseline involves you walking a lot. So 10,000 steps might not be a challenge for you. For others, maybe so. Others that probably stay in one position at work. Or if you know you're walking around a lot at home for one reason or the other, I really want you to challenge yourself and increase those steps, because 10,000 steps might not be anything for you. So, in other words, put it this way. So, if your body is used to 10,000 steps and you're doing 10,000 steps, guess what? You're not exerting, you're not doing anything. You're just doing the normal. It's kind of like when you start to work out. In the beginning, you kind of start, you start at a certain level and you start to increase, start to increase. That's how you challenge yourself. You don't stay on the same level a year after, because there's no challenge in that. Your body gets used to that. You have to keep challenging yourself, whether you increase the weights or you can increase the repetition. That's what you do. And so I just want to offer to you, because some of you are out there. I know some of you are out there just saying, oh, yeah, I got my 10,000 steps in. But does your job involve you having to walk around? Because if your job does, you're not challenging yourself. You're just coasting. And I know you don't want to coast. I know you want way more than that for yourself. And so I just want to offer that to you, to consider possibly increasing the number of steps, because that's how you grow. That's how we challenge ourselves. That's how we get to the next level. That's how we become our best selves. That's how we evolve. And as humans, that's what we want for ourselves. Now, your brain is probably going to tell you, please don't need to do that. Just keep on doing what you're doing. You're getting 10,000 steps. That's good. No. You want more than that if that's what you're used to. And for others who have kind of been doing 10,000 steps for a couple of years, okay, I know some of you are out there. Can you please increase it? You might want to consider increasing it if you want to grow. Why are you going to keep on the same level? That's why, think about it. That's why we go to school. That's why we do all these different things. You go from one grade to the other because you're learning new things and you want to grow. Listen, your health wants the same. You want to improve your health, you need to increase your level, your challenge level, whatever that is. And so I wanted to just offer that to you, because I know there's some of you out there just saying, I got this, I got my 10,000 steps. That's great, but you could do more. Yes, you can. All right, ladies, and probably some guys listening. But really, this message is really for women, because I really think that we are not doing as much as we can. A lot of you out there have so much potential. It's almost like you're holding on to your potential in a little bucket and just saying, okay, I'm going to just keep it in here for safekeeping. No. Your brilliance, your expertise needs to be shared with the world. It really does. And I'm really inviting you to do that sooner rather than later, because the world needs that special source that only you can provide. Only you. No one else has that. Like, you were built for a reason. You were built for a purpose. And some of you are holding on to it, thinking, okay, someday. Listen, someday is not a day of the week. So I want to offer to you to consider taking that step to offer your brilliance to the world, because the world is waiting for you. Yeah. And please do not use your age as a reason not to. Oh, I need to change that back. Please do not offer to the world. Do not say that, oh, it's because of my age, or it's no. Your age is the reason why you need to be out there. I want us to really, really reach out and really put our brilliance out into the world. The world needs us right now. The world really needs us. And in the process of putting out our brilliance to the world, you know what we're doing? We're setting an example for the younger ones coming up, the younger women. They see us and they're like, wow, look at what these women are doing. They're 50s, 60s, and 70s. And they're like, wow, I can do that too. Exactly. We can be an example of what's possible for them. We can be an example of what's possible for ourselves. And I think that in itself is priceless. And that is what I'm striving for. I want to impact women where they're like, wow, they look down the road, like maybe 6 months down the road, they can't even recognize themselves. That's what I do in my online community called Flourish. It's like women come in and all of a sudden they don't recognize themselves. You know why? Because they're doing things that they didn't think they could do. And I love to see them. It's like even they're like, oh, I don't even know who I am anymore. And it's in a great way, it's in a good way. And that's what I want for all of you. Some of you are crushing it. Keep on doing it. But some of you, I see you kind of hiding in the shadows. I see that. But you're meant for more. And some of you want to do that. You want to be more, but you're not sure how. You're like, how do I do that? Well, let me offer this to you. Send me an email. I can help you. I can absolutely help you. Let's do this. Let's do this work. Let's get you out there. You know that feeling you get when you know you're living your purpose and your passion? I want that for every single person listening. Because you know what? It's possible and it's available to all of us. And we all have our own purpose. It's all different. Some of you are living it, some of you are not. And I'm speaking to those who are not. Because I know you want to do more and you feel like, can I really do that? What will people say? Let me coach you on it. That's what I do. I'm a life coach. And you know the beautiful thing? I love coaching women 50 and over because I know what it's like to feel like, oh, what do I have to offer? What are people going to say? But guess what, though? Your purpose is bigger than that. And I can help you see that. Anyway, gotta go. It's 5:46, but I just wanted to come out here and share this message. Don't forget, let me know which one you think is a lie. Send me an email to Kwavi, K-W-A, V as in Victor I, at KWA, V as in Victor I.com. All right, people, take care.